Lay.
Lay.
I'm in the groove.
Noodle legs.
Okay.
Oh, you bitch.
So I don't know how this is going to be. It's probably gonna be good enough. I have a game up, and I don't have everything set up properly because this was a fucking thing that I have to do at this time. So we don't have the setup like we normally do, and we have a game because I don't have NDI, so I can't even show fucking Skype. So yeah, it's very minimalist. I literally got this thing like barely set up yesterday, but even then, goddamn Skype isn't properly leveled. I mean, I shouldn't be overpowering, but
Even with the mask, you couldn't get that.
And just in case, I also muted the game audio. Mainly for listening reasons, but whatever. So I'm just gonna play this in the background and see what the fuck happens.
Cool. Yeah.
Maybe hop on the ramp, then do a second hop off. So like you
That's what I've
hop on
been trying.
and
I've been mashing the jump button.
So first, so before you said you're getting your license, or at least attempting to.
So my fucking thing is basically I'm trying to get a license before the 8th, which is on Tuesday. And the reason why is because I don't want to ride the bus anymore, and the 8th is when I start going back to work. So I'm trying to do all that shit, and unfortunately I can't schedule my thing for Monday because the area I usually go to doesn't even have a fucking available time slot for that day. So I have two options: either say fuck it and just go with the Tuesday anyway and just suffer, or go to a different location that's like 13 miles away and possibly get the license then.
Ow.
And I'm probably gonna end up doing the 13-mile away one. God damn it. So yeah,
They had better,
that
is there a
sucks.
better school over there?
What?
Is it a better school?
School? You mean DMV office?
Yeah.
I've never
Oh,
been
you're
there.
you're going to DMV. I thought you meant the driving ed school.
I never took driver's ed.
I took it for 2 weeks. I failed. Kind of.
Wow.
I was at least back then I was easily distracted. That's bad when you're driving.
Clearly.
So that reminds me of our first thing. I think our first subject of the year was, so for your 2018 plans for the year, did they come true, or did they fail miserably?
I don't think I really had a plan other than fucking graduating high school, which was like the first quarter of this year. And then after that was pretty much about it. Other than getting a job, I guess.
Do YouTube and all that.
So Jesse, your plans work then?
No, I wanted to do it throughout the year, but I'm barely getting started. But I have a better setup than I thought I would.
What about you, Snick? I think was it your main plan to get a job? I think you got that, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I now have something to do.
I did half of my plans for the year. I wanted to reach 100 episodes of this podcast, and I did. The year I got that. I also want to do more Let's Plays. That failed miserably. I did learn how to use Premiere Pro. That's a positive. I learned something this year, and then I did want to get that one episode transcribed. That failed miserably.
Are you talking about the Cage podcast?
Yeah, that took 6 months and nowhere, so that was a failure.
Is this episode going to be titled? Wait.
It is titled. It's called season 6 finale.
Wait, is this episode
It's like
podcast going to
fucking
be
Emperor's New
titled?
Groove.
What?
It is like Emperor's
episode-
New Groove.
wait.
Oh my god.
Is
Jezzy.
this episode's podcast title going to be called Adam's Horrible Package?
No, the next season
Literally
of the
all I
podcast
heard-
is gonna be renamed to Fire Pie.
Yeah, fire pot.
Yeah, I'm gonna run my own podcast. Fuck Vandalia's. No. That's a joke.
You're famous now, so.
What the fuck did I do?
Yeah,
Well,
what the fuck did I do?
What did I do?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. What did I do? Fucking, how did I get popular?
Letters! No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to middle school schnick.
So, Brandon, did your plans fail this year, or they
I didn't have any plans.
you just winging it?
You not having any of your plans is having plans. I don't know.
Shut up, Adam.
Mario's plans came true. The other Mario's plans came true.
Oh, did they?
As we said.
Shit. Sorry if I hit my controller on the desk. I'm hitting things on my desk a lot. So.
Next thing was spoilers. Do we all still hate spoilers?
Yes. Wait, are you going through the topics
Wait a
of
minute,
every
wait a minute,
podcast again?
I need to. Wait a minute. Hang on.
I need
Well, no, you can keep talking.
fucking letters, stupid.
Funny enough, Mario in chat
Oh,
added a post for a while.
okay. Oh, I'm reading the messages now. Yeah, I'm playing Pac-Man. Never played this version. Had the PS1 Namco Classics. The PS1 Namco Classics were better. Did driver lesson where they pick you up from your driver lesson where they pick you up from your house. Interesting.
Spoilers, Mario. I did not know Pac-Man ate ghosts in this game. I just got spoiled. Pac-Man is spoiled to me.
So the entire lore of Pac-Man is just ruined now.
Oh.
Adam, stop ruining the Pac-Man lore! I should have got the letter, but no! Hit detection! Oh!
Jesus Christ. Wow, Vernon.
My insides.
Oh, by the way, if you look at our playlist, audience, the majority of these thumbnails were all created by Jesse, aka Game for Us.
Bad kiss.
All these are his work, and he made all these by phone. But now he has Photoshop, and he can make even better ones when he learns to master it.
Harngy.
Yeah, right now I'm slower with Photoshop.
Fucking harm sandwich. Give me letter, but no.
I was trying to go.
You found your missing letter.
I wish that was the case.
You found the 4 missing letters: F, U, C, and K.
You've unlocked
time travel mode. Okay, I swear I heard you. I heard you just say you've unlocked AIDS.
That is what I said. That's what Uka Uka says.
I think
That's what this game says to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you are AIDS.
Okay, I think the next one was
missing the letter. Uka Uka is just gonna say, "You are AIDS."
I think the next one was
With the blow in the mic.
because he's the one that hates it the most. I think that modern entertainment was Snick's topic he picked because he thinks I think he said only very few modern shows and cartoons don't suck.
Mario in chat says, "Nope, you unlocked race mode."
You still believe that, Snick?
This is race mode.
I guess you could say I'm a bit more forgiving towards modern stuff, but what's funny is that at the time I had just given up on watching Walking Dead and I was still watching the Arrowverse. But now I don't watch the Arrowverse anymore because it shoves too much politics in, like most entertainment, and I just hate when you freaking insert politics in the shit.
And
especially when it's forcibly done.
But Schnick did get into Castlevania. And what else?
That's
What else
politics.
Well, Castlevania was 2017. The only brand spanking new show I got into this year, well, there was Voltron back in the summer, and then very recently I gave Gravity Falls and Star vs. the Forces of Evil a try. Other than that, it's just a handful of anime.
Have you gotten further within the Gravity Falls or Star?
I have not, but I'm going to eventually, yeah.
I've been watching Dragon Ball recently.
Super?
No, Dragon Ball.
Oh, the original.
Yes. Anyways.
Let's just say, from now on,
You
I
bitch!
see a piece of media that heavily tries to pander towards any kind of politics, like, basically to push its own agenda, like what Battlefield 5 did. You can guarantee that if I do buy your product, it's going to be you, so you don't get money.
Yeah. So last year I watched 2 new animes. Technically they weren't new; they were old animes, but they were new to me. I saw Danganronpa the anime, the Danganronpa 3 the anime, and Steins Gate 0 the anime. Those are crazy, murderous, fun animes. People die.
I guess the only really anime I watched before I started getting into Dragon Ball was Nichijou.
The only one I saw was okay, is it weird that I know more about anime than I watch it? I'm a person who knows more about anime than I watch it. Like, ask Brandon, I know a lot of really random things about anime, but I don't actually watch it.
Adam, what version of Pac-Man is this?
That one.
Obviously, the one he isn't good at. I'm just kidding.
But no, how is he playing it? Like, what version?
This is on N64. It's Namco Museum N64.
Okay.
No, it's just an anime.
Mate. Alright.
Yeah,
It's the Pac-Man anime.
yeah. That's why Vandalia is so mad about you spoiling the hardcore lore. Mate, come on.
Dude! Fuck off!
I wonder if there's anybody out there who's never even heard of Pac-Man in this world.
I know none of you have heard fucking Nichijou. That shit's a good anime, but you'd have to only watch it with subtitles.
What about Itchy Nose?
Why, there was no English dub, or the English dub is unbelievably bad?
The English dub doesn't exist, but it's a damn good
That's
anime.
what I said, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist, just like frickin' Richard.
That's another thing that's 2018, freaking Richard.
Okay, you know, like Bleach, the main character in there, Ichigo. People used to call him Itchy Nose.
No, the whole thing. No, here's the thing. Anytime I decide to put anime in one of my marathons, my only stipulation is that it has to have an English dub. Like, and the thing is, you got all these weeaboos that insist every English dub is bad.
Not really. Some are good.
I wish there was an English dub of Nichijou. That would have been awesome.
And the whole thing is, I would argue that aside from maybe some 4Kids dubs and dubs that are like early 80s or 90s or something like that, freaking only the ones that are freaking Resident Evil 1 bad or House of the Dead 2 bad, I wouldn't consider adding. But if it's just fine otherwise, like for instance, everyone freaking makes fun of the Attack on Titan dub, even though I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I agree with Snick of that. I think the older dubs were silly and funny, but I think the new modern dubs are really a lot better. I think
able to take seriously.
Yeah, and they're like more true to the original content. The modern dubs are. They don't add like funny what's the word, dated puns of the day or
honestly, for me, I don't take a lot of stuff seriously, but when it gets like freaking Mega Man Dr. Wowie bad, then I'm just like, yeah, no.
Of course, then there's also the 70s stuff.
Give me the letter!
Did you ever watch the Speed Racer dubs where they can't keep the mouth flaps right?
I don't know.
Oh my god, that one scene in Speed Racer where he's driving on the edge and he goes... Is
that the inspiration of the Harng?
Well, no, he's literally on the edge. I forget the entire scene, but he's on the edge and you just hear... and then you hear... He's gonna fall off!
Well, I mean, you would be like that if you were about to fall off the edge of a cliff with a car. So, I mean...
Yeah, no, the guy behind him, the bad guy, says, alright, he's gonna fall off! And then he just slowly falls off and you just hear...
But the whole reason why I have a stipulation that if I put anime and it has an English dub is because times when I watch stuff back, I just listen to it in the background, and I can't quite listen to it if I'm forced to read it.
True.
That's fine.
Sparrow puts in chat, Harng Speed Racer, Harng Speed Racer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Harng Speed Racer.
And Sparrow has his new freaking spelling of the Harng.
Because sometimes the dubs are hard to find. It took me like 5 months to find a dub of Dr. Europa 3. And most of the dub things, unless they're on YouTube, you have to subscribe to a streaming service so you can get them.
I've learned some stuff about Danganronpa. It's messed up. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna let's play it soon enough. That's when I get done my current let's plays.
I was thinking about something. Oh yeah, I could watch subs pretty easily, but I'd have to be the only person. Like I'd have to actually like concentrate on it, like 100%.
I guess we could all try to learn Japanese and.
Or just learn Japanese. You know, I actually, as a joke, was learning Japanese for a tiny bit. And the only thing I was able to say was like, "I am American." That's literally all I got from it. Now
I am American.
Well, it's probably the best line you can say when you actually go to Japan. Just say that. There you go. It's over.
No, if I say that, someone's just gonna look at me and be like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, I know. I can tell. You all look the same.
You know what's funny about most Japanese animes though is most of the characters are white people. I think.
It's just
this is weird.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about media? They all have only white people. Whoa! I don't know.
I feel like
Wow, that's racist.
He fucking did that as soon as I got killed.
They're all blonde girls.
Brandon, you literally said that as soon as I died.
Hey, Pinky killed you.
Dies by ghost. That's racist. Yeah.
I think the next topic was Mario's topic. Actually, it was Adam's topic. Passive aggressive. Then why he picked that topic?
Probably because of the fucking asshole that I had to deal with at that time.
I got a mask, but it ain't gonna help me one
fuck.
It's over, Schnick.
Yeah,
No! Oh my god. Sorry.
all these no's and what the fucks makes it sound like there's a Speed Racer tournament going on.
No, there's an F-Zero tournament going on. You just hear fuck as someone flies off the track and explodes.
F-Zero.
Hingity spingity borp.
No, you want racing? Here you go, pole position, motherfucker. How do I start?
Brandon, the noises, when you make noises like that, every time I just want to mod it into like Link to the Past.
Was it
Link
Prince
pole
asshole?
position. So speaking of race mode, hey, Brandon, weren't you playing a speedy Pac-Man a few years a while back ago, like a Pac-Man race?
Yeah, I really like the really fast Pac-Man.
Pac-Man CE Championship Edition DX.
Oh, I really like that.
Turbo.
Actually.
No, that's actually a fun game though. Like
I used to play this game at an ice cream shop, in an arcade. I used to play this game in the 80s
Pole position?
in an arcade. It had an arcade. There's an arcade. Not arcade. There was a arcade machine with a pole position.
Give me
driving license that I drove all the time.
Alright.
Failed at miserably.
As long as I'm good enough at pole position, I can just instantly get a license in Phoenix. Instantly.
Now illegal for Adam to get a license.
Adam now banned from driving.
All Adams are banned from driving. Every one of them.
You just get a call. Thanks.
All right.
Apple.
Can he win? Go. First place. First place.
I'm not going turbo.
Adam, you're not going.
I knew
turbo,
I should have gotten the turbo. What?
64.
Stop living in sheds.
I don't know why that reminded me. I don't know why I'm being reminded of freaking Wreck-It Ralph now. All this talk of speed racing and turbo.
I wonder if that. Think of Wreck-It Ralph. I wonder if that's a summon or that's a summon in Kate's 3.
Who knows?
God damn it.
Yo, what the fuck?
You know what else is almost upon us? A Nintendo Direct. Unless Nintendo decides to break like the.
I'm sorry, I have instantly number 1.
6 year.
Nintendo break their promise? That impossible.
No. No, but they've been doing a January for like 6 years in a row. So.
Give me the letter! No!
I'm not sure when
I don't even want to do this anymore.
I'm not sure when it's gonna be, but all I know that it's gonna be sometime in January. Nintendo, last day of
minute. Oh, what?
Yeah, it's like freaking 11:59. It's like, all right, Nintendo Direct starting right there. You guys can't say we didn't do it in January.
Oh shit! The fucking ROM clashed. Okay, yeah, it crashed. What?
Also,
wow.
Don't you ever realize that, like, in Japan, Nintendo Directs, like, air at, like, 9 p.m.? It's like, wait, something doesn't add up.
What the fuck? Where is it?
The next thing was gaming music. Do you think games still have good music? Or bad?
I've been listening to lots of songs, but for different reasons. Also, I like a singular. No, I like like 2 or 3 songs in the Undertale sequel.
Undertale. That's the one where you have to be nice to everybody and not kill people.
No, you could either be nice or be an asshole. It's just a different story. It's like an artsy-fartsy game, but in Deltarune it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
well,
I like
Galgo
the
fucking
music, and I like the Steins;Gate music. I like the
There's a guy who's making Danganronpa.
Wait a minute. Oh.
Like fan music for it. I think it was for like a not necessarily for a fan game, but for like a fan idea or fan comic or something.
Oh, cool. I also have. You can't see it, but I got some Danganronpa manga. I found.
I totally should have fucking got that.
Speaking of game music, sick. Is there any original? I don't think this is a spoiler. I don't think this is a spoiler for the gameplay itself, but is there any original music for CRPG 2 or 1? Remake?
I can neither confirm nor deny your statement.
Ooh.
You know, I really wish I knew a program on the computer to be able to compose music, because I would love to do remixes of some of my favorite songs, but I just don't know a program that I can do it with.
Do you want to?
You know
oh my god, this fucking game! Oh my god.
You know what's sad? I want to get back to playing my piano, but my chord's broken for it.
Are you trying to do?
I have so many new ideas.
I know what I need to do.
Mario's the other Mario says Persona Q2 music is gold.
Brandon, are you trying to do like 8-bit?
Well,
no, literally compose.
Speaking of that, I hope they have Persona Q2 music or remixes in Smash Ultimate. But anyways, I wanted to get back to playing piano because I was watching some music theory stuff and then something clicked for me and I was like, oh. Well, now I think I know how to play piano better. So then I go drag out my piano, then it just doesn't work. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, his piano literally is deado.
I know what to do now. Vandalia, anytime you ask me a question about shitty RPG, I know my response.
No comment?
Nope.
Yeah. The screen.
I should have got it, but I overcorrected and missed it.
Brandon, as soon as you screamed, there was a fucking car sound, like a honk or whatever.
Speed racer. Anyways, freaking another thing that's gaming music. I tried to write my own. I tried to write my own Mario Kart song, which was just a what was it? Mario Circuit, and I literally wrote down like 20 notes, and then I never finished it. But for some reason, I still remember it. So I guess it was catchy in some way.
Adam, what kind of fucky dig dug are you playing that makes a car horn sound?
What?
What kind of fucky version of dig dug are you playing where it literally just randomly made a car horn sound?
Mate, that was in real life.
It sounded like it was the game!
Nope. It was real life.
What, the dig dug?
Damn, Adam, why must you have cursed me to be in a car accident?
In fact, the emulator shouldn't even play sound right now. It should be muted.
What?
Yeah, the emulator should be muted because I have it muted, so then there's no way your voices could possibly be overpowered by mine plus the game.
Somebody honk outside your house. Make it sound like I got in a car accident.
Anyways, freaking the Mario Circuit song. I'll just hum it real fast. It was just and then I never finished it.
Scrungus.
And then I played it on Brandon's piano, and then that was the end of that.
Pretty much. See, I think my piano's out of tune though.
Your piano feels weird in some places, like some keys just feel
Brandon, you need to play the basement music on freaking your piano, because if it's out of tune, it's perfect.
Leonard! Why? Did you see how close I was, Jesse? What the fuck?
No, Brandon, just try to play classical music on your untuned piano without knowing any knowledge of piano playing, and then send it to Capcom and say use this for Resident Evil Survivor 2. There you go.
Did any of you ever use Mario Paint Music Maker?
Mate, I didn't have a SNES until recently.
I know.
Wait, what? Mario Maker or Mario Paint? What?
Mario Paint. Music
I don't think SNES Classic has Mario Paint, unfortunately.
No.
Unless you put it on, but I don't think it would work properly.
You need to find a mouse that has like the weird Wii port. But yeah, I like Mario Paint. Apparently Mario Artist is also apparently really good.
The fuck is Mario? Oh, god damn it, that was my fault. What the fuck is
Mario Artist? Is a sequel on the N64
DD.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for the N64 disc drive. So like
Kiss.
And that's where the Mario Maker song, the one where you go to your levels, where it goes doom 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 like that song that originated from Mario Artist. That's not a Mario Maker song.
Well, the next thing was Snick's thing he started. I heard one a long time. I think he might actually run out of them. It was his Daily Onion segment. He started doing it in this thing.
Did I really start doing it then? I did it much earlier than that.
Well, no, maybe he did, but we named it this one. I don't know why we named it Daily Onion, but we did.
Yeah, your Daily Onions started to get moldy after a while. There was like nothing to
Well, because I ran out of quality stories to tell. What do you expect?
They weren't quality to begin with in this game.
Oof. It's over.
Yes, letter!
Brandon.
You sound like an aggressive.
Brandon, you sound like you're ogre aggressive.
I am ogre aggressive. Now I have to catch up from 8th.
Well, I guess after a while, the more mature you became, the less stories you had of you being stupid as a kid.
No, freaking Brandon, you sounded like a freaking like over hyperactive Muppet trying to teach a kid. Freaking
Why you get me a cheeseburger? I hate cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, I was trying to say earlier. Fucking Mario in chat said maybe Adam's playing a ROM hack of Dig Dug, but with car sounds.
He hates
the enemies
No,
try to
Adam, your ROM hack of Dig Dug has this song. Yummy, yummy cheeseburger, yummy, yummy cheeseburger.
No, it got me killed.
Throw it out the window. Yummy, yummy cheeseburger. You throw it out the window.
Cry about it, yummy.
Like
how you
yummy, yummy, salty tears, salty tears.
Get your sister
Mommy, I don't want cheeseburgers. I don't like cheeseburgers. Mommy, please don't shove a cheeseburger down my throat. Mommy, please.
Why don't you get me a cheeseburger? Get my sister a cheeseburger with sprinkles.
Coco literally just said she's hot.
What? Are you kidding me?
She literally said Coco is hot.
Okay.
Fucking crazy bitch.
Coco, please.
Coco was actually fucko.
For sexual maturity.
Coco
so I went back and watched some Simpsons recently, and there's lots like older Simpsons, and it's pretty funny.
Fucking mother.
Jesse, you want to know? Jesse, you know what? Hang on a sec. I need to. Jesse, would you like to know who animated the earlier seasons of Simpsons?
Eat ass.
Matt Groening.
No. Here is who.
Seth MacFarlane. No.
No Klasky Chupo. Fuck. That intro is so fucking creepy. I hate it. It's like freaking disgusting art or Quiznos fucking spung monkeys.
I don't think anything could scare me anymore, at least from the TV realm. But honestly, I've learned to accept the feeling of freaky TV shite.
Well, no, Brandon, I was freaked out by the same thing when I was a kid.
No!
But I was not lying. The company that made Rugrats did the animation for Simpsons, like, for the first 3 seasons. But that's all they did, the animation. And then, starting with, like, season 4, they got someone else to do it who still does it.
I lost the game!
Brandon, look on stream.
I'm trying, but now I might have fucked my chances at winning.
Anyways,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I was rewatching.
Yeah, Mario in chat's right.
And freaking, there was a part where Homer was at his work, and there was he has to turn and he turns his dial every time he walks in. But there was a piece of paper on top of the dial, and it said, "Don't touch Willie." So Homer walks up and he goes, "Don't touch Willie. Good advice." Then he turns the dial. He's just like, God.
I don't want to touch him either.
Fucking Brandon, you need to look back on stream because you made 2 moments where it perfectly timed up with my game.
Why did that happen?
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go eat some macaroni.
I fucking can't believe that!
Yeah, Mario, you are correct. You are freaking correct. I had the one where they visit the haunted mansion. Like, I had that tape as a kid, and what's funny is that's the first time I saw Klasky Chupo.
Oh, God.
That was the very first time I had to witness it. Needless to say, I was afraid of letting the tape get to the end of the credits after that.
God damn it. I perfectly timed monsters dying with my screams.
I watched Garfield and Friends.
And you timed you yelling Adam with me dying.
Funny thing is, the final tape was actually considered lost for a very long time until it finally resurfaced, and now they have there's compilation videos that put all the tapes together. Because as what's typical with lost media, when it's found, people quickly re-download it and repost it to prevent it from going missing.
Such as you and me downloading it Gordon Bleu immediately.
Yup. And
I'm going to save the game in case the game crashes now, because I don't want to do that
Mario,
level ever
I
again.
do remember the Snoosh logo from Hey Arnold, but that soundbite, the creepy soundbite, it only ever played whenever Hey Arnold had split-screen credits airings. On the DVD, you do not hear the creepy soundbite.
Speaking of downloading stuff, how many shows have you downloaded for your project?
I haven't downloaded them. I record them using my actual copies for the most part.
Whatever.
So he does it legally, pretty much.
Illegal. All right. Oh no!
He does legal backup.
I do not torrent my stuff.
So you have like 1,000 shows now recorded?
I guess.
You piece of shit.
I'm eating some saucy macaroni. God, why? You either want to be in my room or out of my room.
I am hungry. I'm hungry now, Jesse. Now I want some macaroni.
Jesse, why did you do this?
Anyways, alright. So, first person to guess what soda this is, just from the sound, wins. Okay, what soda
Pepsi. Is it? Is it actually Pepsi? Please tell me.
No.
Beepus.
What is it then?
Beepus.
That all is... Okay, the only 2 guesses, Beepus and Pepsi.
Okay, 7-Up.
Coca-Cola.
Bungus.
No.
Dr. Pepper.
There you go.
It was Dr.
Okay,
Pepper.
Yeah, it's Dr. Pepper. It's not Dr. Pepper. It's a
Dr. Thunder.
Dr. K. No, it's called Dr. K. But you know.
You fucking white.
Is that from Kroger's or is that a Kroger thing?
No,
Yeah.
it's from
Jesse.
Big K. Wait, is Big K Kroger's?
I believe they're an offset of Kroger.
Oh, then yeah, Dr. K is from Kroger stuff. But yeah, I only say Dr. Pepper because that's closest to this.
So what does Adam win?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Oh, now he's playing Doom 64, I see.
He wins his sanity.
Speaking of winning stuff in games, the next topic we talked about was DLCs.
I hope CTR has DLC.
The thing that I find is that you'll have to pay for Piranha Plant after he becomes free. And he's not part of the Fighter's Pass, so even if you bought the Fighter's Pass, you still have to pay for him.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. It's literally not part of the fucking Fighter's Pass. I don't understand.
But you had to buy the game in the first few months, Adam. Come on, get with the times.
Actually, the latest is January 31st.
Yeah, I need to register mine.
I read this article about DLCs a few back then, and I think they said that the reason they put games in DLCs now is so they keep the original game still they want to keep the game $60 still, but if they add everything in at the beginning, the game costs a lot more. So they're like, let's add it later on and pay more money later instead of paying more money up front.
That makes no sense.
Wait. Sparrow thought Big K was an offshoot of Kmart. Yeah, no, mate.
Kmart doesn't even exist in Colorado anymore.
Kmart doesn't exist in Ohio anymore. I think Kmart's dying everywhere.
There's a singular Kmart in my old town that still exists. But there's how many people even live in my old town? I think it's around 2,000 people now. It's very small. But yeah, there's a singular Kmart that still exists only because it's the only place to go to. So
Jezzy, why does your town suck?
Kmart is going K-fart.
Jezzy, why does your town suck?
Or Kmart, it's so 2000s. So
just like Toys R Us was.
I used to like Kmart. I like the little blue light bulb guy, and then the feeling of being inside one.
I used to get lost at Kmart all the time. I went to Kmart. I used to separate with my mom. And I go to the desk. Hi, pay for my mom, please. I'm lost. Really, at least 10 times I got lost at Kmart.
Hello,
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
No.
I wouldn't
Hello,
consider
yes.
Hello, Bob.
We used to go get our pictures taken there, like a family picture.
The caveman?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's weird when moving over here to Colorado? It feels like there's a lot more similarities to my old town, except everything just has a different name. Like Dollar General became Dollar Tree. My place, the market that I used to go to get foods and stuff, was called Super Save, but over here it's called King Supers.
I used to work at Dollar Tree for a year and a half, 2 years.
You know what's funny? I went to a Dollar Tree and there was I think someone maybe 20, maybe a little older, and they're like, "Oh, you're wearing a Tap Out shirt? I haven't seen one of those since 2005." It was funny. It was so 2000. I don't know why.
I used to hate that funny. People ask me, "Is everything here $1?" I'm like, "No, some things are 2 for $1." Then I was a cashier all the time there, and it's people came in. I'm like, "Do you need a basket or a card?" Like, "No, I'm only getting 1 item." Then they come back to the register, carry 10 items in their hands. I'm like, "So what happened to your 1 item then?" So, I think it was so cheap.
1 turned into 10.
1 plastic spoon turned into 10 plastic.
See, that's the grocery store curse, though. Whenever you go into a grocery store, you always go out with more than you intended to.
That's why I started the list.
It especially sucks if you have kids because they put cheap toy bins everywhere, and then for some reason they're so mildly entertaining to our small brains, or at least mine. We're like, "Yo, they have the horsey things that you ride over here," and then my mom's just like, "No, stop." But look at this big old wire bin filled with balls. Look how big they are, and then she's just like, "Mate, stop."
Jesse, fix your brain.
No.
Oh, Snip, do you have any stories about shopping as a kid?
Elementary school.
I annoyed the shit out of
Mommy
my
and Daddy
parents
to
when
buy
I
him
fucking-
everything there.
Yeah, I annoyed the shit out of my parents when I was a kid because I would be like, "I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that."
I didn't.
Shut up!
My dad would literally hit me if I acted up.
Well, I've been whooped in a grocery store before.
Do you know?
What are you
I
playing?
did. Do you want to know the most annoying thing I did?
What?
So it was the launch day of the
Squish! No!
Squish. squish. Anyways, so it was the launch day of the Nintendo Wii, and I was sitting inside the cart, and I was super tired. Playing. And so there were a few games on launch day that we got. We got Twilight Princess, and Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, and of course Wii Sports. But the one thing that I apparently sworn was to get freaking SpongeBob Creature of the Krusty Krab for the Wii. Apparently, I was like, no, I want SpongeBob. Like, instead of trying to get Twilight Princess, I was literally inside of there, just being like, I want the SpongeBob. Look, it's SpongeBob. I want it. And, yeah, that's literally exactly what I said. I even said right now, but I didn't. I couldn't because they had baby now, so I was like, I want it now. So, yeah, that's literally what happened.
Quit being a premature piece of shit.
Then I didn't like the game, so rip.
It's over.
Only because I found it too hard. Because there's a part in Creature of the Krusty Krab where you're Patrick and you have to stop a train by mashing, and my little fingies couldn't mash fast enough. So I literally was stuck on that part for like a week or two, just hammering my Wiimote into the ground, trying to figure out a way to mash fast enough.
Must mash!
That's how I became a...
Must mash.
Well, it's all thanks to Patrick, man.
Oh, God. So, Mario, next one was MarioTube's history rant. Do you still hate history?
Mm-hmm. Alright, next.
Oh, so go ahead.
Fuck.
Next one was Smash Switch.
That's where I came in.
Oh, yes, this was Jesse's big debut.
Uh-huh.
Smash Switch. I don't know what we're talking about. I think we're talking about the upcoming game you all played now. But what was your complaints about back then, or your worries about?
Well, for me back then, I was worried it was just gonna be a straight port of Smash 4.
Which was stupid, if you thought that.
Yeah, we were.
Well, not me.
I wasn't worried. I knew that if it was Smash, I was gonna like it no matter what. So.
Fucking Mario in chat said, Adam, you doing ASMR there for a second?
Anyways,
So
when I first came into the episode, I didn't even know it was a podcast episode until I went on YouTube and saw it, and I'm like, oh, it's a podcast. So then I just yeah, that's exactly what happened. So what happened was I joined the call and then I mute myself because my dogs were barking at me, and so I closed the door and I could still hear them barking. So I'm just like, oh my god, everything's happening right now. And then the momentous thing happened where I'm just like, you know, what's the quietest place I could possibly go? Bam, closet. There you go.
Oh, I remember that you said you were in the closet.
Most of the podcast.
I think it was you or not, but you had some kind of like neon lights in your room or something that blinked around a lot.
Neon light? No.
Oh, this is somebody else then.
There was this. I missed it. Oh no.
Why'd you go fucking cheapy for a moment?
Onion. No.
Oh. Oh yeah.
But,
the next one was back at.
Wait. I still have more to say on it. Me and Brandon actually watched that direct, nearly live, because the same day the direct was happening, you had to stay after school for Norfolk to record like the weird like special basketball team or whatever. I don't exactly remember. All I know is that we had to record people playing basketball for a bit. So anyways, after we do that, we sit down and then I turn on the thing and then freaking I remember we were watching Mario Tennis Aces when that was first revealed, and then it showed Chain Chomp as a character. And I'm just like, Chain Chomp! And then Brandon turns over and we both at the same time just go, what?
Yeah, we were both like, what the fuck, why is there a chainular ball playing?
Like that cannot even hold a tennis racket correctly.
Yeah, we said it can't even, it doesn't even have hands.
It has a chain. Doesn't that
Oh my
count?
god, it's because this cord's freaking my phone out. Anyways, another thing that happened was we didn't get to see the final part of this. Like, we saw like the first half of it, then we had to go home. So then I go home, I put my phone down because I was gonna go on Smash 4, and so I was sitting in front of my Wii U, and then it's just like Splatoon, the weird thing, and I'm just like, wow, Octo expansion, that looks cool.
It was cool.
But then it shows the teaser trailer, and I'm just like, my heart's beating a million miles an hour, and I'm just like, yeah.
Fucking Octo expansion was really good.
It
was probably the best
really
paid
excited.
DLC I've ever paid for.
And then you kept coming back and back and back.
Well, not really, because me and Brandon fucking beat it like pretty much in the first 24 hours of release.
I beat it day one. Octo expansion, I beat it day one.
Yeah,
So,
I think I beat it at day one
thing,
too.
Another thing, that was also the same Smash Direct with Crash Bandicoot on Switch, and I'm just like, Brandon, Crash is on the Swatch. And you're like, yeah, mate, I know, also Smash. And I'm like, yeah, mate, Smash.
He fucking said Smash as soon as I fucking crashed into a fucking asteroid.
Anyways,
so Jesse, so did you participate in that? Next one was the March for Our Lives thing. Do you do the school walkout thing?
I don't remember. I don't even think I went to school that day.
Yeah, I just stayed home from school that day.
Oh yeah, wait, was that the super long freaking live stream we did?
Yeah.
Like, remember, Brandon? Yeah, that was like the freaking almost 24-hour one that ended up getting not processed because it was so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
YouTube is
Brandon
fucking
did
stupid.
a pretty much 20. Yeah, Brandon basically did a 24-hour live stream that day, but it's never going to see the light of day because they couldn't process.
Too much information.
Even though nobody probably would have watched the whole thing, but whatever.
No, most of it was Crash stuff. Like, I think Crash Tag Team Racing.
I know I played some Crash game on stream.
Apparently a lot of kids that did do that got suspended or expelled for walking out of class.
Well, our school literally had everyone in the school walk out at a certain time.
Like, they had the students do it, or...
Yeah, they were literally like, here, if you want to do this, do it. Now's the time to do it.
Wow.
School sinks and walked out.
Can we go home after this? No.
Yeah,
because we're still a prison.
If they were like, everyone march outside if you feel you need to right now. Everyone just leaves. No one comes back. And then they're just like... Oh,
it's funny because most of the people who did the march, Jesse, actually just left school for the day.
Yeah, people actually did leave. Not everyone, but...
and then they probably got in trouble for it.
Be like, we're going to walk out? Like, nah. I'll stay in class.
Yeah, I want to learn about how peanut butter's made.
Wow, it's made. Fucking.
Fucking
YTP.
There you go. Speaking of shootings, the next one was the YouTube shooting. Apparently, someone shot up the YouTube headquarters.
Why? Well, maybe it's because of how fucking YouTube runs their shitty site.
I don't even remember what ended up happening.
Well, I wasn't there because that day my power went out for 18 hours, and I couldn't. And unless I stayed at McDonald's all the time with my phone plugged in. couldn't even be on the podcast that episode.
Yeah, I remember.
Get off the wall!
But yeah, so I originally I had something about power outages and storms. Then that YouTube shooting happened. I'm like, subject change. People can't kill at YouTube.
Big boy YouTube cannot be competed with.
You wanna know what it would have been great? CEO getting shot to death, because then we wouldn't have a shitty leader.
Oh, chill, Adam. Chill. Calm your
This channel has been flagged for hate speech.
This channel.
You can't say that. This is a bomb.
Yeah, YouTube has been having issues, and I think it's about
It's
when the
always
time I
had
started.
issues.
But I think that's one of the time I started switching over from YouTube to Twitch streams, because YouTube was it's like so much
nearly
YouTube.
quit. Yeah,
I'm going,
Adam basically wants to quit YouTube every time a new update happens.
Speaking of YouTube updates, God, it still makes me mad that was it not Vimeo? VidMe failed miserably. I used to put myself in VidMe until it crashed.
Don't chew on that freaking cord, mate. Shouldn't be chewing on cords. Idiot.
Yeah, Jesse, stop chewing on the cord, Jesse.
Oh, my freaking dog thinks he's funny.
He is funny because I laughed.
Yeah.
It's over.
Good.
Alright.
Well, the next one was the channel awesome controversy.
Jesse, my AI driver for after the race ends is broken. He was driving in circles for a second.
What are yours?
Good job, Crunch.
I found that's a good one.
He was just mimicking Crash. He just wants to spin around like Crash does.
This topic is good for what Mario's doing right now. Hashtag old games. I think we were talking about what old games we were still good and which ones were dated.
Hashtag shitty games.
I think that's a few episodes down.
Wasn't there
It's
one
like a weird
podcast that was
boss.
old? Wasn't there one that was old games and then old versus new games?
Yeah, but we're not there yet.
Are we just going down the big list?
Yeah, I'm skipping some of them. Some don't. I'm skipping some
Yeah,
titles.
we're gonna be
because
here
they
for a
don't
while.
matter that much.
Yeah, you should skip some of them because they'll take way too long.
I've already skipped like 10 of them.
And yeah, Brandon, this is a fucking boss in this fucking game.
I guess.
Oh, what? I game overed? Oh, wow. Okay.
See, on
If
this
you haven't
game,
guessed
it's-
by now, it's Asteroids. But like
Yeah,
N64.
the
Oh,
PS1 version. It's like when they
Adam,
remade Space
Brandon has
Invaders
a
and
favorite
Asteroids.
song, right?
I'm surprised you didn't know this, Schnick, because Asteroids is pretty fucking known. Oh, and apparently I got the original Asteroids now, so haha. Oh god.
Anyways,
Can't even see
some of the
bullets.
old games that I played this year were Monkey Ball, because they went into Monkey Ball craze for some reason. And then I also played a bit of Animal Crossing, City Folk. Came to realize my freaking... Okay, you know what's funny? Freaking,
Ow! Fuck!
Oh, literally what happened was my town's literally insane over me. Half of my villagers are like in love with me and they're like paranoid. And I'm just like, what's going on? And then eventually I watch a theater and then my character can't feel happiness anymore for whatever reason. So then
Yeah,
So
he
then I put a
forgot
hot
how to
dog-
feel happiness.
No, like what's hilarious is when I first start up the game, my character walks out with a hot dog on his head and holding a balloon, and I'm just like, oh no. I just knew. So I play it for a few weeks, and eventually, when I stopped, it was the day when I found out. I like shook a tree, and then the sun fell out of the tree. Like, I'm not even joking. Like it was like a freaking particle generator. I was like, yep, my town's cursed. So then I turned off Animal Crossing.
Forever.
Was that a day I played Shrek Race Mode?
I think you might have played Shrek after I played an animal.
Because I think I turned on leak mode and I was going insane with Shrek as you were making your Animal Crossing discoveries.
See, in Animal Crossing, you just make discoveries. Just that's literally the entire game.
Because freaking, in fact, it happened so simultaneously. I'm to this day not sure if Am and Brandon were laughing at you or if they were laughing at me.
Or both.
Probably both.
Yeah, it was probably both.
Yeah, because freaking. Well, then again, I know that you made an offhanded comment saying, Adam's like, is Nick just acting or is he brain dead? And then you take Brandon listens. Yeah, I think his brain is flatlined. I think it was right after I said,
Ubisoft
we gotta
logo.
take the egg child with us.
Smart dog. Oh, okay.
I think our next one was me. It was me, Jesse, and Adam. We were arguing.
Ubisoft. Who made this? What game is this? Oh, All-Star Tenny.
99.
I think the time we were arguing about if Sunday or Monday was the first day of the week.
I only did that to start an argument so we could talk. I actually did not care that entire podcast.
Vanessa Child?
It is so talk. I literally only did that so we could talk.
Something about Soda Pop for some reason. We were arguing about the dates of the week, and Soda Pop.
Oh yeah, Soda Pop. That's one of my favorite episodes because that's when I. Anyways,
what the fuck is this?
What's happening? Anyways, the weekly Soda Pop argument is one of my favorite episodes because freaking that's when I introduced everyone to Doritos, specifically Adam.
Yeah, specifically.
And I told Brandon about Doritos eventually.
I think I found Doritos in my area. Must be a over there thing.
Bjorkman?
Probably.
What's funny about Bjorkman?
Looks like he's strumming himself.
Okay. It looks like Jonas Bjorkman.
I actually have a customer with that last name at Walmart.
Jonas Bjorkman. Fuck. Why?
Didn't you also have?
You have another one in here with the
names.
What? Mark Philippopoulos. What the fuck? How the hell? It's literally spelled PHILIPPOUSSIS. How?
I also know. I remember one of the names you had was straight up abbreviated to A.Dick. I remember that one.
Oh, I found a new name, Jesse.
Oh, I think I remember what it was about now. I think it was talking about if it was called soda or pop. People call it soda or pop in your area.
Yeah, we're talking about stuff like that as well. Yeah, I don't know why I like that episode.
Yeah. Oh, but the next one is my favorite. Next one's one of my favorite ones. It's the one where Snick told his dance story, and then Mario and Snick both danced on camera.
I didn't dance. Adam danced.
No, Snick, you danced.
Jesse, here's the new name I found.
You danced for like a minute. You danced off screen.
No, I friggin' Adam didn't dance in response to my non-dance.
Oh, you're like, my sister's on stage for 1 minute and danced off stage.
What? You're literally sending a freaking package to Duck Hunt? Okay, I'm done.
Wait.
It's time for Game Ogre.
Wait, what?
He's literally sending a package to Duck Hunt.
Oh my god.
It'd be funny if literally the only thing he was asking for was like 20 chickens. Like, what would you do if he was asking for 20 chickens and a can of dog food?
It'd be fucking hilarious.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, that's my point. That's my having seen my Adam dance was just hilarious.
Yeah, that's the ogre sister dance where he's like, "Oh, hey everybody, hey my game," and then he throws the game and the bass boosts off the camera.
Oh.
I still think it would have been. I still think if I knew about the Shrek retelling, I would have submitted that clip.
Just Shrek retold? You would have tried submitting that? How would it have fit in?
Half the stuff is in completely different style. Half of it's in live action. Like maybe.
But no, how would it fit in retelling the movie?
Like maybe put it in the very beginning, like as a troll from Shrek.
I don't think Schnick knows about Shrek Retold.
Yes, I do.
Adam, he watched it with us, you fucking bozo!
Well, then he shouldn't be saying...
I was there when you were watching it live! Sure, I came in like maybe 10 minutes
Well, then why are you asking how would it fit in? Mate,
Because literally the whole thing was retelling all of Shrek and all these different styles, but what does your dance have to do with the plot of Shrek?
Here's where I think it would have
fit in. There was a whole part
at the very beginning. Here's how. So basically it'd be like, this is a story about Shrek or whatever. And then like it does like the, the over thing about the fairy tale book. And then the next thing it'll be like, Shrek, this is your turn. And then you'll just hear Adam, oh, it's my turn? Okay. Well, I'm going to show everyone at this incompetent show. And then, and then it will just go out. And then as soon as
Jesse, you got to get it right. Oh, it's my turn? Oh, okay. I'll show everybody that an ogre can dance. Oh, hello, everybody. Play my game. And then it cuts back to the book.
As soon as Adam throws the game and hits it, the door breaks open, and then it does somebody.
Oh my god!
That's how it would work. That's where I could see it being fit in.
Right. Yeah, the next one was what Snick was talking about earlier. Games we despise.
This game.
We got winners from Brandon already.
It's a game. I don't think there are any flat out games that I hated throughout the entire year.
About in your life.
You know what? I'm bored
I
of
don't like
playing
Wii Sports
64 games. I'm just gonna.
I don't know what else to say.
Baby kiss.
The baby kiss. So
about you, Mario?
Shrek is on Hulu? Wait, it's not on Netflix anymore?
It moved to Hulu?
Shrek decided the place was not green enough.
Fuck. It's over.
Yes, go to the place that's even greener.
No.
Greener and meaner.
No.
Green fighting machine.
An onion machine.
I don't think if I really despise. Something I find irritating. Or bored. I get bored of.
Onion Man.
Meanwhile, someone is fucking racing somewhere outside. That's great.
You know what's funny? Did you know Kirby has a Puyo Puyo game? And it's called Kirby Avalanche, and it's straight up...
But you know what's funnier? Robotnik having his own game. That's also Puyo Puyo ripoff.
No, but Robotnik got it first, so...
I don't... Wait, is that actually true?
Robotnik got it... No, Robotnik got it before Kirby's Avalanche. But Puyo is both owned by Sega. Like, Sega only slapped Sonic on it so it would sell. The original is still Puyo Puyo, obviously.
Speaking of bad games, Brandon, did you try to play Sonic 06 at one point?
Yeah, I have a couple videos on it.
That face. Oh no.
There's also a singular Let's Play of Hotel Mario.
Oh yeah, Schnick had good points about the glaring flaws of the 3D era GTA games. GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, yeah.
Anyways,
It's funny, GTA is one of the most beloved franchises, and yet the only one I can truly say I freaking thought was flawless, pretty much, was GTA 4. Well, maybe not flawless, but the one that I thought would be basically one that I would think would be a definitive recommendation. Of the 3D era games, San Andreas comes the closest, but I think the 3D era games have not aged well. Their controls are clunky. The difficulty is very unforgiving at times, especially in GTA 3. And I think the punishment it gives you for death, like the fact you have to reload your freaking save every time you fail a mission, like a freaking game, an open world game like GTA shouldn't be designed like that.
Where's Velo's vault?
And then you have GTA 5. GTA 5 takes out. Sure, it tries to restore a lot of the good things about San Andreas, but at the same time, it takes out a lot of the fun stuff from 4.
Is this Velo's vault? Oh, it is.
And Mario is right about Walt Disney Fuck Quest.
Walt Disney's Fetch Quest.
Oh,
Is that the one that broke your game? Broke
my game, yes.
No, Brian, it's not Walt Disney's Fetch Quest. It's actually Universal's Fetch Quest for the GameCube.
See, I don't really have much of a connection with GTA. So I don't think I could really have much of an opinion on it.
You weren't in any of our when Stick was recording GTA 4, were you? No, you then, did we?
Do I have to complete all these stupid diamonds before I can access this?
And yeah, Mario's right about Walt Disney Fuck Quest. Every single review of the game it's even worse than Terminator 3. It's an even worse situation than Terminator 3. Freaking every single review of the game praises the hell out of it, and no one ever mentions the brutal difficulty of the story mode.
Wasn't that the game where literally to win you have to cheat?
Well, I'll tell you this much, the AI cheats. Oh wait, Terminator 3 The Redemption, yeah, you had to cheat to win.
Or be a task bot, one of the two.
Yep.
I thought... Wait, the one we're talking about is the one you reviewed too, right, Schnick?
Huh?
The one Terminator game you reviewed is the one we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I thought even with cheats you couldn't technically beat the game. Like, I thought you couldn't beat it with cheats alone.
Yeah, the only way you even got to the end was what, level skipping.
Schneck? Schneck!
No! Oh!
Yes.
Why are you not responding?
What about why you couldn't win unless you freaking use?
I'm asking. No, I'm asking a question.
More than just cheating. Well, yeah.
I didn't type a period at the end of my sentence. I typed a question mark. I said I thought you couldn't beat that game with cheats alone.
Yeah.
Question
mark.
Use
level skip code.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes, all the time. Invincibility.
Bullshit.
I think you said
like shitty RPG level.
but worse.
Yeah, worse because it was made by an actual company.
Yep. And yeah, once again, most of the reviews on YouTube praise the game. Oh, but then again, unlike Walt Disney Fuck Quest, there aren't really any notable reviews of the game anymore. The one review from the guy that praised it like it was the bestest game ever, he seems to have taken his review down.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe because he realized your review is actually the superior version.
Yeah, sure.
Superior. Delete.
Snick's word on YouTube is law now.
If we get to a freaking episode where I talked about people on YouTube and how I don't like a lot of them, then I can freaking chime in on my Castlevania rant yesterday. Where
Well, actually, the next subject might be that subject. Because next subject we're talking about Total Biscuit's death.
No. Total Biscuit's death has nothing to do with my disdain for a lot of people on YouTube, I guess. Not even disdain, just not lack of interest.
I actually forgot he died. Well, actually, I forgot he existed.
But now he doesn't
Still
exist.
don't know who he is.
Oh, damn it, why'd I do that?
You know how on Twitch there's that laughing emote? That's who he is.
You know, apparently his podcast.
I don't know the laughing emote.
You know, apparently the podcast he started is still going on. His wife's continuing it.
Well,
Yeah, his wife continues the his podcast that he started, the co-optional podcast. It moved on without him. Life goes on.
What was that invisible wall?
Oh, no!
What Brandon just
Oh, no!
did. I think Brandon did just gets our next subject. Breaking points.
dude!
Anyways, here you go. This is a laughing emote.
Brandon, you reacted in the exact same way that Schnick did.
Yeah, it was bullshit. It killed my race.
Fucking, you could probably put like a side-by-side
Which
thing.
reaction of mine did he have?
The invisible wall reaction.
Oh, the invisible wall. Oh.
Yeah, I think it was Brandon's breaking point. unless he's already passed it a long time ago.
Fucking Christ.
I don't like this.
What about you, Jesse? Do you have a breaking point?
Me? The only time where I truly got really angry this year was when I unlocked the lead smash, and the next day I just lost it. I was so angry.
Oh, I think Brandon's breaking point happened a few weeks ago, days ago, a week or two ago, when he was playing that ROM hack of Crash Racing, and then
The
all his
one
data
where
got
my
erased.
dad wanted a full book report, huh?
Brandon's had a few breaking
With
points.
invincibility, I even got killed by that.
Wow. That's retarded.
You know, Brandon has been super angry at Crash Bash and me for putting the salty emote.
Salty fish.
Exactly, I put salty fish, and then he's just like, that's what you do. So,
I also had a few days ago trying to get that one stupid letter. I almost threw the game away.
Threw the game in the trash.
Well, that's where it belongs. It's a garbage game.
This game's garbage.
In a bag of
Yeah, this
bullshit.
game right here that I'm playing, Crash Nitro Kart, is garbage. Hot garbage.
Why?
Garbage.
Because it's like molasses when you play it, and its physics are just not there. It's like it doesn't have physics.
Garbage night.
But how would you play the game if there's no physics?
It literally feels like molasses in your fingers when you play this game.
In your fingers.
Oh, not to mention the anti-grav sections are the worst controlling sections.
Like
they
this?
coded them wrong.
Yeah, like you'll suck into the floor sometimes and just get stuck.
It's like they did the most basic of coding.
Oh god.
So I guess Crash did anti-gravity sections before Mario Kart did.
Well, yes, it did. But it did it pretty poorly.
Well, I guess this game's superior than Mario Kart 8.
Hell no. Mario
There's
Kart 8
also-
is way better.
There's also
How'd I hit him with that?
Crash
I
Kart
think
8.
the first kart game to have the wheels flip out on its side was Diddy Kong Racing, with the freaking disgusting raft sections.
Yeah.
the RAF sections are B-Nor, but they would flip the tires around like anti-grav, like Mario Kart and C and K.
I think the first racing game I ever played was a game that Mario was playing earlier, Pole Position.
Pole Position.
I think the first time I played that was on my GBA.
Hey, Brandon, Mario agrees with
good.
you.
Because it was the original GBA, so no backlight.
Position, I'm pretty sure someone gave that to their daughter as their first video game, Pole Position from the GBA, and just like made why.
I used to make a joke about old games, but if I ever had kids, I'm like, okay, you're gonna start out with Atari like old school games like I did, and you work your way up to modern games.
Yeah.
Come on, give me something good. Oh, first thing I got was Shield. That was awesome.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing, though. Here's the thing,
I was
though.
lucky because the Wii had Virtual Console, and I got to play a bunch of older games along with newer games in the GameCube era, which I grew up in.
But here's the thing, though. Would kids even relate to other kids?
You still own it on original Xbox.
Wait, what, Adam?
Okay, wait. Here's a good question. So, if you have a kid or kids and you try to get them into video games, but you don't give them modern games, you give them games from our generation, then would your kids even be able to fit in with other kids? Because more than likely, the other kids are probably going to have modern games.
Adam, I grew up.
Like, what?
I grew up with the Wii when everyone else had a PlayStation or Xbox, and I played.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a generation difference. Like whole generation differences.
I don't think that matters in terms of video games, Adam. I honestly don't think it matters. Like, Brandon grew up playing PlayStation 1 games, and that's way before my time. But yet, me and him are friends, so.
And meanwhile, I was raised in an era where I could have had a Super Nintendo or a Genesis, and I didn't have one.
But they were outdated.
Not necessarily. The PS1 was only just kicking into gear.
You're right.
Like Adam, if two people love games, they're gonna love games no matter what era they came from.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose. I just hope it wouldn't be like a bullshit situation where, oh, Pokemon's trash, you suck, or oh, Nintendo's trash.
Well, maybe because some kids are still snobs no matter. Some kids are snobs no matter what you do. Like, oh.
Yeah, if that's the case, Adam, they're just snobs. It doesn't have to do with
oh,
the
you
games.
You still play Wii U. You're whatever. Switch is where it's at now. The Wii U is that.
Well, to be fair though, shit like that would be pretty hard on the kid. I mean, even
Adam,
if we're not talking about like,
it's not that bad. It's not well for me.
Well, yeah, for you it might not be, but for others it might.
Be like,
no, like I understand that. I understand what you're saying, Adam.
And I'm not even talking about the generation gap thing. I'm just saying in general that shit is fucked.
You still own a PS3? I have a PS Pro.
No, I'm just saying that it's bullshit that people fucking treat other people that like other consoles badly.
That's just
they're just console elitists is what they are.
Well, kind of like
it doesn't matter what game you play, obviously.
Kind of like what Snick was doing. Snick's story of people making fun of him playing the PS, where everyone else had the Xbox.
Well, yeah, that did actually happen. Like, a lot of the bullying I got as a kid was because middle school schnick. But the only kind of bullying I got that was not justified was in 8th grade, where kids made fun of me for having a PlayStation 3 instead of an Xbox 360.
Even though PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 are very similar. And
yeah, the funny thing is, I think they were making fun of me because most kids had a 360, because that was around the time the PS3 wasn't doing well because of its high price. Funny thing is, I got the PS3 right as the Slim model launched, and that's when the PS3 really started to take off.
Is that when they stopped making it backwards compatible?
They stopped making it backwards compatible.
With the PS2.
They stopped making it backwards compatible after the first 2 models of the fat PS3. So if you have a CECHC model, you don't have backwards compatibility anymore.
For PS2.
No, some of the fat models, they had it on the first 2 models, but then they later released a model that didn't have it. They briefly brought it back on a model that was sold in a bundle with MGS4. But even then, it wasn't the actual hardware. It basically did software emulation, which wasn't...
Yeah, it was the Type B model, not the Type A model.
Well, yeah, but... So, that was the last model to have the backwards compatibility. And then after that, they made a few more fat models that didn't have it, and then they went to the Slim.
Well, at least all of them still have backwards compatibility for PS1 games.
Yeah, they do. And what does the PS4 have backwards compatibility with?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, that's not true. Only software, though. It has backwards compatibility with PS3, PS2, and I believe PS1, but PS3 is only rental, if I'm correct.
I'm talking about hardware.
Yeah, yeah, they're talking about
you have to buy them, and PS3 you have to live stream them.
Yeah, and they're talking about
hardware backwards compatibility, not software.
Wait, Jesse, what is real backwards compatibility? Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, I got a question.
Xbox succeeds. I never would have imagined it to be possible that 360 and original Xbox games could be added.
Wait, I got a question. Jesse, what is real backwards compatibility? Like,
where you have a
physical machine can play that.
I think it means that you can play.
Do you realize
on another console and you can play it on another console, not that you have to rebuy it.
You insert the disc and it'll read it. That's what hardware backwards compatibility is.
So then, do you consider PC being backwards compatible with a lot of consoles?
No.
Well, then that makes no sense.
Emulation.
Well, then that makes that makes no sense then, because backwards compatibility with other consoles is through emulation regardless. For example, 3DS emulation.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
It's literally physical hardware.
It's Adam. It's like how you can put the GameCube disc in a Wii and play the game, or
that's not through emulation, Adam.
The PS2 has PS1 chips in it, so it literally is a hybrid between the two, so it'll play it naturally.
I'm pretty sure it's emulation.
The original model has the PS2 hardware chips in it as well, so it's physically it's physically doing the things that the machine would have originally done. Wow, get fucked, stupid fuck.
I don't really think that's the case entirely.
It is the case, though. The PS2 has the PS1 chips, and literally the PS3 has the fucking PS2 chips in it, Adam.
Yeah, sometimes it is through emulation, but still, Adam.
No, I'm pretty sure there's some emulation going on in the cracks.
Adam,
no. Especially when you look at a console like the 3DS, where it's just straight up emulating DS. Unless you're willing to say that the 3DS has DS chips, quote unquote.
You can't play DS games in a 3DS.
That's not backwards compatibility.
Yeah,
that's forwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam, it's when your physical copy can be played with another system. With the future system. That's what backwards compatible is. Buying it through software is not backwards compatible.
Buying it through software is emulation there.
Yeah.
No, that's through emulation, and that's just rebuying the game.
That's what the Wii
So then, okay, in that case, what is PS3 doing with PS1 games when you download a game?
You're downloading.
You're not putting.
But wait, I thought you said it had emulation, or not emulation. I thought you said it had PS1 chips.
It does, but when you do that, it's literally when you buy it off the PlayStation Store, it's through an emulator.
But you can't.
But isn't it still?
Adam?
But is
digital?
But Adam, you cannot put the physical PS1 disc in your PS3 and expect it to work.
Okay, so if you download a PS1 game on the 3DS, or wait, no, that's not on the 3DS. God damn it. Okay, if you download a PS1 game on the PS3, then it's emulation. But if you do it through disc, it's quote-unquote backwards compatibility.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it is backwards compatibility because you're using the physical medium and the machine has the physical hardware to play the game. But when you buy a thing off the PlayStation Store, it's a pre-packaged emulator.
Yeah, Adam, with your logic, you could say the Wii is backwards compatible with the freaking Genesis. No, it's not. It just could play Genesis.
Yeah, put the cart. Okay, I'm gonna put the Genesis cartridge in my Wii. It won't fit.
All I'm saying is I don't think the console is entirely capable of just running the game without some form of emulation. Even if you're using hardware.
Hardware's built into it, it just runs it naturally.
In the old days,
Adam,
YouTube,
it's not that hard.
Joke I would always see in videos. Literally, there's all these videos are like, oh, what happens if you put your N64 cartridge in your Wii? Literally, you would get videos of people putting an N64 cartridge on like on the spot of the Wii where you would plug in the GameCube controllers, and then after a crossfade, you see that the Wii, in air quotes, turned into an N64.
Yeah, and then it just starts playing Mario 64 or something, stupid videos. You know what's the most douchebaggy video I've ever seen?
Yeah.
It's a video titled, How to put your GameCube controller on the Nintendo Wii U, and it's a guy taking a GameCube controller and placing it on top of the Wii U, and then the video ends.
You know the weirdest fucking that type of video I've ever seen?
Yeah.
Fucking it was literally a video titled How to Turn Your PS2 into a PS3. And it literally is just, you see a dude standing at a dryer machine, and you know what he fucking does? He's like, you got your PS2 here, and you got the number 3. You put them both in the drying machine and run it for a cycle. The video crossfades. Oh, look, dude, I got a brand new shiny PS3.
Oh my god.
Mate, just write +1 at the end of PlayStation 2. There you go.
there you go.
PlayStation 2 +1.
But make sure you have the perfect blue/green marker that looks exactly like the PS2 logo, or else it won't work.
You have to write it in that font.
And you have to do it exactly. If you're off by half an atom, then you won't get it.
Half an atom?
Speaking of PS software, I might have to upgrade my hard drive for my PS4. I had to delete some stuff off my new game. I had to delete a lot of old stuff, like old apps and stuff, because I was running out of space. But our next thing was, speaking of games, our next thing was E3.
I want.
Pretty alright.
I want, and I'm not even sure if I'm hyped for E3 or not. I need to be in the mood for E3. I need to get excited. I think 2019 is gonna be the best year for Nintendo.
I can't wait for CTR HD to come out. That shit's gonna be bombing.
Yeah, for me, I think it's just gonna be great. For me as a Nintendo fan, because you have the actual good Pokemon game coming out. You also have I'm probably not going to get the actual good Pokemon game anyways, but you also have the Yoshi game, which looks good, but has the worst name in all of existence. You also have a bunch of other games, like the Fire Emblem 3 Houses. You also have KH3, which isn't coming to Switch, but other stuff.
Well,
then you have the
why would
Smash
it be
DLC
on E3 if it already released?
I'm not talking about E3. I'm just talking about 2019 gaming in general. Because that's kind of what E3 hypes up. Is just 2019 games in general. Next year games in general.
There you go.
I think Death Stranding. I think the weird like Silent Hill Death Stranding game is also coming out that year, but I could be wrong. I also know what else. There's lots of other stuff that I'm forgetting about. And then obviously CTR. There's a lot of stuff. There's lots of good games coming out. That's just what I have to say.
Fuck, get off the wall. Get off the wall!
Do it now, Crash, or whoever's racing. Crunch.
Who are you playing as? Do they have a wall fetish like Tommy Pickles?
Crunch does, apparently.
Or Arthur, was it Arthur's ready to race?
No.
Beanie!
There's also gonna be, the Doom Eternal is also gonna come out.
You fucking cock-slapping dick fuck!
Marvel Ultimate Alliance as well.
Yep.
Alright, skipping down.
Hopefully Metroid Prime 4. I want Metroid Prime 4. And then, you know what's shocking to me? That Adam didn't play New Super Luigi U, and now he was thinking for like a half a millisecond of getting Mario U Deluxe, and I'm just like, mate, no.
He didn't say no.
Oh,
Adam just wants to play his...
He didn't say anything about that.
No, I asked you, well, do you have the DLC?
My best review is of what?
No. Here's what I told you, Adam. You're like, I'm not even... You said something along the lines of, I'm not even sure.
I don't know.
Adam said something along the lines of, I'm not even sure if I should get Super Mario U Deluxe or not. And just like, well, did you have Mario U?
I just hit myself, seriously.
And then Adam says, yeah. And then I'm like, well, did you have the DLC? And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, there you go then. You have no reason to buy Mario U. Then he started talking about other stuff.
So skipping down a few subjects. I think the next bit was we're talking about our favorite in-game stories.
Oh, it is Arthur, huh?
So Jesse, what game do you think has the best storyline?
I'm not sure. I need to think for a bit.
Yeah. See,
like I don't really play lots of games with enticing stories.
I think we talked about Zelda. I think that episode we talked about a lot about the Zelda timeline, and then the Kingdom Hearts story and the Dr. Roper story. A lot of games have stories.
I cheated. Yes.
I think I like most games that have a story. And I think I'm also complaining about how you hate sophisticated games. They're just fighting games without a single player mode story.
Yeah, I was referring to Smash 4.
For me,
stuff.
For me, how I look at it is that a game just needs to give you a reason to play it. It doesn't have to be a story. It just needs to give you a reason to play it.
Smash Ultimate did that. He has
no reason to play it.
Yeah, if you have a reason to play the game, then it doesn't matter if there's a story or not, in my eyes.
I guess it does. I guess that matters, but I like something that keeps me bringing back. If it's just gameplay, it's cool for a while, but then I get bored easily.
Well, see, the thing is, if the gameplay is basic, because like the thing with Smash, the reason why I play it so much, even after its story and all of that, is mainly because, for me, I find it infinite. Every Smash game, pretty much, because like even like through competitive, like just it's one of the hardest things to explain.
I thought N64 wasn't infinite.
Yeah, except for 64. 64 is just whatever. 64 is fun.
What the fuck? I had a shield!
Yes, 64 has some fun stuff. But anyways, like, when you play, like, a Smash game, like, say, I'm gonna just say Smash 4, even though that's least infinite of the ones, but if you, like, when you play it, because, like, how you play it, you have to play around literally everyone, because everyone plays differently. Like, the actual gameplay is centered around, like, Smash's actual gameplay is centered around creativity. So, like, literally everyone else is gonna play different. Like, it doesn't matter if one person plays the same character, they aren't gonna play it the same. That's the thing about Smash that's different from other fighting games, is that when you play another fighting game, you memorize a combo. You aren't thinking of one on the spot. You aren't like playing around the person. Like, I don't know. That's the best I could explain it. That's why I think it's so infinite.
Yeah, I think the first fighting game I ever played was either Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah, I like Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I like Street Fighter a lot, and I like Mortal Kombat. But I like Mortal Kombat just because it's nostalgic for me. And I just like playing it and how ridiculous it is. I really like Street Fighter 4, though. I don't remember quite why I like Street Fighter 4 so much, but I like it.
Oh, imagine if Smash Ultimate played like Mortal Kombat. Fatalities. Rip Yoshi's head off.
Then it would suck.
I still think it would be
You
cool
just
to
hear
have,
Mario
like...
say, "Fuck you, Yoshi!"
No, they were actually gonna have like battle damage and scars and all that in Brawl, but they took that out. Probably to keep the age rating at a T. I still think it would be cool if they kept that. Like, I feel like that would also make Smash Ultimate even better if they had battle damage.
Get all tattered, seeing Meta Knight's fucking face get scratched up.
Mask.
Oh god. The next one was food delivery. I think this is around the time that Adam was working as an Uber delivery on his bicycle.
Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, I pretty much quit that because it sucks.
Adam, so how is it like being the world's best Uber driver now currently?
It's fucking horrible.
I will never, ever, ever, ever do anything related to door dashing or Ubering. Because seriously, fuck that shit.
It's so stupid.
Adam got a 1-star because he accidentally spilt the soda.
It's so stupid because, like, for Uber Eats, if you do bicycle, you're forced to do stuff with drinks, and it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to carry this?
Just, mate, balance it on your head. It's not that hard.
No, yeah, it's easy, Adam. Just drink the liquid and barf it back up when you get at the house.
No, it's pissing it back out.
It's time to take it.
Yeah, I think that the one thing you played about was we went to the restaurant and they were closed time you got there.
You know, actually, maybe I should take the same philosophy for the food part as well.
Brandon,
chicken McNuggets. I've been waiting all day. They
smell a bit surprise.
It smelled bad. They didn't even look like a nugget.
More like chicken McBucket.
It was a nugget.
It was really greasy.
They're just like, no, yeah, they're just chewing and they're like, man, McDonald's has really gone down the drain.
It left a residue on my fingers. My phone is now ruined.
Oh no!
I think the next was Snick's subject. Email scams. Or was that Brandon's subject?
I was trying to talk about babysitting scammers and other kinds of email scammers.
Nice image.
Oh yeah.
Yes, nice image.
Be like, we need a babysitter. We're new in town. Can you watch our kid for us? By the way, we need to deposit $200. They're all the same. Our kid's in a wheelchair or deaf or something, and we need money. Give us money.
I am almost done with this game. I I'm so close to not having to being touching it again. I can't wait till I can say I can't touch this game again.
Wait, Shenmue 3 is coming out in 2019? Apparently Shenmue 3 is scheduled for 2019 then.
What was your favorite email scam that you read? You remember any of them?
No, I don't remember which. Oh, no. Probably my favorite of the babysitting scammers, at least, was the one where the guy doesn't even ask for the information he needs properly. Instead of asking for all of the address information he needs to send the bogus check, he literally says, "Please give me your area zip code." And then the best part is he goes freaking bozo and forgets that he was talking to this particular victim, never responds to the victim, and when the victim starts a new email chain, he completely forgets he was already talking to that victim, and he starts talking to the victim like she's brand new.
It's freaking hilarious. Freaking, it's like, alright, you gotta make sure you feed Timmy at exactly 6, and then just replies, "Can you please give me your zip code?" It's just like something doesn't seem right here. I don't think you really care about Timmy all that much, mister. Something tells me you do not care about my child.
Like, I love George. That name was Timmy. Yeah, like I said. Yeah, Timmy.
Sir, do you even care about my child, Timmy? Yeah, money. I mean, Timmy. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Are you really a real babysitter? And then the fucking person replies with, "Sure."
No. If he replies with, "No, you."
Are you a real babysitter? Or
no,
you.
Shitter?
Yes, I do shit on babies for a living. Ma'am, please. I need this. You don't understand.
I'm going to be killed if I don't.
Skipping a few. The next one, skipping a few was trips. We're talking about Brandon's trip to New York City.
Sekiro. Hero's Dyke's voice. What's Sekiro again?
It's made by the people who made Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So,
I remember seeing that. I think Sekiro looks really cool. By the way, Sekiro is like another Bloodborne-esque game, but it's like
Well,
Japanese.
That's what I mean. It's made by the people who made Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to explain it to Brandon and see if he'd be interested.
So, and Snick, you're still planning to go to Colorado this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you straight up have a hook shot in that game. And, what else do you have in Sekiro? I also know that the combat's a bit more fast-paced and fluid rather than being super sluggy. Like, it's a bit more of the Bloodborne approach rather than the Dark Souls approach.
Bye, Pokesaurus.
I think it's faster.
Bye.
Yeah, both me and Brandon were both in New York, stayed at least a day or two behind each other. I went to New York a day or two behind when Brandon was there.
Are you excited for Skyrim 2? I mean, Elder Scrolls 6?
No, not really.
Oof, it's over.
What about you, Jesse? You take any big trips this year? Or...
No, actually. My only trip was to New Mexico to hand over my Wii to my uncle so he could play Brawl. I do not have Brawl anymore.
Have the Wii.
Yeah, Brawl doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Oh. Skip a few. Oh, the next one was basically Snick gave in and joined Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, I haven't even touched that Twitter account.
How come?
Brandon, I wonder why, Brandon. I'm just
Shut up, Jesse.
What? What is this joke?
Here it is. Here's the subject Stick was talking about yesterday. This is the subject Stick was talking about on Skype yesterday. Favorite YouTubers.
Yeah. Did anyone even listen to the rant I did on that one person on one guy on YouTube from Castlevania when I was playing Castlevania Curse of Darkness yesterday?
I wasn't in the stream all that much. I saw you were fighting death.
I was too busy dealing with my poor eyeball.
Eyeball.
And I need to... Yo, come the hell on.
Mario says...
Volume mixer.
Mario says, wait, Schnick has a Twitter?
I don't think you should go on... He doesn't use it, so... And also don't go on Brandon's.
If you wanted to friend me on social media, go on Facebook.
Yeah, in my account... my account is suspended.
Permanently?
Yeah, don't ask why. I could still go on Twitter, but the reason I got suspended was because I didn't have a real phone number, apparently. So...
But anyways, did anyone want to hear the story I told after I beat Castlevania yesterday?
Sure, I missed it. I had to work.
So, freaking Sparrow was in the chat. So, in the ending of Castlevania, Hector and Julia presumably live happily ever after, and you also get a final scene with the time traveler Saint Germain, and freaking... I brought up how there's this whole video series on YouTube where this guy actually did a really good job of freaking covering the entire timeline of the Castlevania series. But he did skip over some things, and one of the things he skipped over was Saint Germain when he covered Curse of Darkness. If you were only to watch his videos, you would think Saint Germain didn't even exist. He didn't even exist. Never even gives him a passing mention. And people were asking a few people in his comments were asking, hey, there's this guy called Saint Germain. Why didn't you mention him? And he's like, oh, him? Yeah, he wasn't essential to the story. Even though he kind of was, since he contributed one of the main themes of Curse of Darkness.
Time travel?
No, destiny and whether you can alter it.
And you schmalter the schmishky.
And so, essentially, then here comes the bozo moment. He hit some kind of subscriber milestone. That's another thing. Anytime I hit subscriber milestones, I don't know if this is just me, but I don't like really announcing it.
I used to do that. I haven't done it. No, I stopped doing it. When I hit 100 or 200,
to me,
I got 200.
What's there to brag about? I prefer the subscribers that care to come see you instead of the number.
Yeah, I think I'd like it that style better.
Yeah, but of course this guy was bragging about the number he had reached.
I used to care, but I stopped caring myself too. I made one when I hit 10. I'm like, I got 10 subscribers. Hoo-hoo!
Well, I think it's because...
Yeah, I have 75 subscribers, but I care more about the recurrent viewers instead of the number.
I think it's because back in the day, subscriber numbers actually mattered back then because the algorithm wasn't shit, but now since the algorithm is shit, the view number is what counts more nowadays.
Actually, no, it's more the view.
You motherfucker!
That's literally what I just said.
Stop!
Oh my god.
Sorry, I think actually now if they changed it again, it's the view hours you get now, not the view numbers. It's how long they've been not how many people are watching it, it's how long they watch it for.
I'm pretty sure they changed it at some point because...
average duration of 1 minute view.
Pretty sure they changed it past that at this point because that's been forever since it was changed to what you said. So I'm sure it's something different by now.
So anyways, this guy hits a certain subscriber milestone, and of course he's bragging about it, and he offers to do a special Castlevania timeline follow-up video. He gives the viewers a couple of choices. The top two choices were either explaining the lore of Castlevania Judgment, since it went more into the time travelers of Castlevania, since he completely skipped over them in the original video series. Or his other offer was to go into why the Belmonts lost the ability to use the vampire killer. Except there's... Sure, you might think the vampire killer story was more interesting, except there's a problem. He already talked about it in the main series video. The main video series.
Oh my good lord. This game... I can literally do the fucking final time trial and I don't have all the gems required for it. Are you fucking serious? It's actually letting me do it and it's having no problem! What the hell?!
Oh my god.
That'd be hilarious.
This game is fucked!
Well, I guess after you complete this one, there's no reason for you to play it anymore.
You told this story to me before at some time.
Wait, I told this story to you before?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, I may have told it before, but, like, in all honesty, like, it's one of the few stories involving someone on YouTube where I legitimately got pissed off, because it's... I mean, sure, you can maybe make the argument he wanted to make a video elaborating further on it, except in the original video series, I'm pretty sure he elaborated as much as he could. Like, literally, he said everything. Freaking... Because of Richter's soul getting tainted by Shaft in Symphony of the Night, the vampire killer no longer deemed the Belmont clan worthy to wield it, so therefore they lost the ability to use it. So throughout, like, the freaking 1800s, a bunch of substitutes clans came in to fill in for the Belmonts, and then eventually you get the Morris clan, where they use the vampire killer whip, but them using it, like, freaking steals their freaking life away and makes them die premature deaths. And then you get the Portrait of Ruin, where Jonathan Morris uncovers the ability to freaking fight and redeem Richter Belmont's soul, which redeems the Belmont clan, and now they can use the whip. So he goes searching for the Belmonts, finally finds them like 50 years later, and then he trains Julius for the big final showdown. That's literally all the lore you could explain out of it, and yet for some reason he wants to remake the freaking video. And, wouldn't you know, the fans voted for him to remake the video instead of covering something new.
Bungaloids.
The definition of freaking bozo brain.
Why would the fans want him to remake the video?
Probably because they didn't realize. Probably because they were like, ooh, video.
Yeah, and then you also get another guy on YouTube who tells you not to buy DVDs and to buy iTunes prints of Rocket Power, not realizing the iTunes print is missing episodes.
Idiot.
And see, that's a decision that involves people spending money. I can't stand when people make mistakes like that cost people money.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a bungle hosen.
I think the only reason to even buy an iTunes thing is if there's no DVD of the thing at all anymore.
In one of those cases, Spider-Man, the animated series from the 90s, is one such show. You can only buy it on Amazon and iTunes. There isn't no... I mean, at least you can buy it, unlike most of Disney's shows.
You kidding?
By the way, I actually hate this map. This map is the worst designed map in the game.
Well, I thought the worst designed map was that minecart map.
That was in Crash Team Racing.
Oh.
This is Nitro Kart, which is a way worse game.
Implying
like
the other game is bad.
Like a sequel or a spin-off?
Yes, it is, and it's fucking absolutely terrible.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, next one was... Oh.
Why isn't my internet wanting to work?
Apparently, my next subject was YouTube being down for 2 hours.
It was down for 2 hours. Don't know why. Next.
Yeah, it just crashed for some reason. Next one was Snick's review of the Halloween movie.
Yeah, Halloween was good. What do you expect?
And then we talked about Splatoween.
That was an awesome Splatfest.
I swear to God, they should have had freaking Michael Myers mask, and they had a Jason Voorhees mask though.
Well, you can always use a welding mask and substitute.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't really have the same effect. Isn't the welding mask
like a meme in Splatoon?
I've never heard of that.
Because I'm pretty sure that everyone says, like, my welding mask has the best stats. What the hell?
I've never heard anyone say anything close to that. And technically speaking, there is no best stat in Splatoon, period. Well, maybe in Splatoon 1, maybe damage up, because you can just use a charger, half charge your fucking charger, and then just instantly kill someone with half a charge. Take that with the longest ranged weapon in the game, Hitler. And there you go. You're fucking death.
Fuck!
Skipping a few more. Oh, I can combine this one, two subjects into one subject. Both Stan Lee and SpongeBob died around the same time. Maybe a few weeks ahead. Maybe a week or two ahead of each other.
What do you mean, SpongeBob?
SpongeBob's creator died and Stan Lee died.
What? Since when?
What?
Adam, are you fucking with us?
I don't remember this shit, alright?
Yeah, Stan Lee died a few weeks ago, and so did the SpongeBob creator.
Wait, this was a few weeks ago?
No, Stan Lee was more about almost 2 months ago at this point, and then Steven Hillenburg was like a little bit after that.
Is this the same thing that I fucking have that picture of? Wait, where's my phone? Where did my phone go? Oh, it fell in the tissue box.
I got the stupid time relic for that map. I ain't fucking doing that map again.
Ever. Alright,
oh wait, except for I have to race Velo again, because he's a fucking skunk. Fuck.
Ah! AVGN.
No, not the same thing.
See, you're
yeah, no, I don't know anything about this fucking Steven Hillenburg death. I don't know anything about this.
He had freaking ALS.
Jesse was really upset about it when it happened.
Yeah, he was.
What?
Oh, wait. I have vague memories of Jesse being upset about something along the lines of that. Guess it slipped my mind.
SpongeBob guy dying.
Oh, yeah.
That was a subject we talked about. Him and Stan Lee both died around the same time. Yeah. We talked. I think we talked about Stan Lee first, and we're talking about how he pre-taped some. I guess he's still appearing in some of the future things because he pre-taped them.
Yeah.
I wonder if you think he's going to be in the. I think he taped. They'll record the Avengers finale. I think he's going to be in that one, or was out there.
Yeah, they already confirmed he's going to be in that one.
The last one he could possibly be in is Spider-Man: Far From Home.
And what about SpongeBob? Are they continuing that?
Yes, they're going to continue it without him.
Yeah, that would be stupid for them not to.
Nickelodeon doesn't want their cash cow to die.
Even though at some points the Loud House overtook SpongeBob.
I haven't heard of Loud House.
I've never seen it.
Is that bubbly?
Not really. It's based on, like, 60s comic strips. Or not necessarily 60s comic strips. It's based on old comic strips.
Okay, skipping. Oh, next subject was the Smash Brothers Ultimate. You guys still like that game, or you?
Of course.
I wish Smash Ultimate had more modes in it. Especially for, like, the bonus game they have in Classic Mode sucks. You can't even complete it with all the characters. Well, complete as in complete it with perfect score. That's what I mean. You can't perfect the whole thing with all the characters. Only a few
I
can't.
think Smashdown and Squad Strike are great modes. I just wish they were online. Because they're fundamentally multiplayer modes. You can't really enjoy those modes by yourself. But if you play it with someone, those modes would become like insanely fun. But they're not available online. So.
I was gonna go buy that game today, but I overslept. I slept until 6 p.m. I could get the bus to my GameStop or from Walmart.
Also, something else I wish Smash Ultimate would have is a character search option where you select the letter of, like the first letter of the character's name, and it would show you, like a highlight of each character that starts with that letter. That way you can actually fucking find them, because it's actually really jarring when the characters are not by series, they're by release of, like, the games of Smash, so...
I don't think it's jarring to me, only because I know too much about Smash.
For me, I feel like it should just be by series, and if not, then at least have a... Well, I mean, just in general, have a search option. Except for, like, Brawl, where it's not really needed. Smash 4 is somewhat needed.
The best organization is Brawl, then Smash Ultimate, then... Smash 4, then Melee, then Smash 4, and then freaking... the 64. Like, Smash 4's organization is trash.
Why is it trash?
Because it makes no sense.
What do you mean it makes no sense? Explain.
Actually, look at Smash 4's character select menu and tell me what kind of organization they tried to do.
They tried to do it by character series.
They don't have it by series. Half the time, the characters are not even with their respective people.
Half the
makes
time?
No sense.
I disagree with
and
that.
Some of the newcomers are in like places that just make no sense. Like, if you actually look at it, it makes no sense. It's just that you get used to it from playing Smash 4 so much. Smash Ultimates actually makes more sense.
I still don't... Well, like... Okay, I don't really understand how it's half the time for Smash 4 it makes no sense, though. Like, if you're talking about the newcomers, there's, like, a part of the selection where it's DLC characters. And it's kind of obvious, too.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, I'm not talking about DLC characters. Even the vanilla freaking roster is completely stupid the way it's organized.
Why?
Like, actually look at it. It makes no sense. Brawls is honestly the best way.
Wait, but what about it doesn't make sense?
Who wants to see Burger Man go bozo?
I do.
Who wants to see this game go in the trash can?
I do.
I think it's gonna go more than just the trash can, Brandon. Let's be honest.
You're right, I should put it in the shredder.
The trash.
Your hands are already the shredder. Come on.
Put down the disposal unit.
So Skype crashed on me.
Why isn't Lucina on the bottom? Why isn't Pit next? Like, why isn't Dark next?
Yeah, Skype crashed on me. So you said you wanted to see Burger Man go bozo?
Yeah.
I did.
And Olimar's placement also makes no sense. Olimar is in between Villager and Wii Fit Trainer, and he's right next to a bunch of the newcomers. When Olimar isn't a newcomer. then Ness and Captain Falcon are like off to the right when they should be like closer to the faster characters. If they were trying to organize it by characters, but that makes no sense either. Like character type or archetypes. That makes no sense.
No, it wasn't by character archetype. It was by character series.
If it's by character series, then why the heck is Dark Pit all the way at the bottom, and Pit's all the way on the top in Palutena?
I don't know. For all I know, there's probably a section of it where there's
fucking... That's a freaking trick I do to NPCs in GTA 4 all the time.
Why is Sonic...
The only thing I'm gonna give you is the fact that it's not entirely by character series. Like, it's generally by character series, but then they have a section for DLC, and I think they have a section for, basically, what the fuck? Why can't I think of the word? Clones.
Like, why do they have Game & Watch right there? It's like they ran out of the room where they put him. They put him in between Lil Mac and Diddy Kong. And then Duck Hunt, Captain Falcon, and Sonic are all the way shifted to the right, making Sonic lost.
And that's why I think Smash should have a search option, because it just makes things easier. It just highlights where they are in the list. Or better yet, just have a list that's alphabetically ordered.
I don't think it should have a search option. I honestly think it's way better.
Well, with Smash Ultimate, why shouldn't it? It has like over 70 fucking characters.
Oh, speaking of Smash,
it's literally not that hard, in my opinion. It really isn't that hard.
Oh, speaking of Smash,
if it's a newer character, look on the bottom. If it's an older character, look on the top. So, like for me, it's just simple.
Oh, speaking of Smash, Adam, isn't your Smash tournament coming up soon?
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
You ready for it?
No.
What is it? In a few weeks? A few days?
Like a couple weeks or so. And I'm not ready for it right now because I still don't have fucking posters that are printed up. I was supposed to last week, but the fucking printer that I tried using it at the church that the youth group takes place didn't even fucking work. And now I'm leaving it up to a friend of mine to fucking help me with that. And I still gotta figure out how the setup will work in the church. Because their setup didn't get completed last week either.
Kick everyone out of the main church. All you get out. We're playing games in the main church building.
Oh, that reminds me. You wanna know something I find stupid?
What?
Okay, goes in main room, fucking sees that their whole thing with their new TVs isn't properly set up yet. Goes back in the area where the youth group is being held at. My dad. You know, now I think about it, that main area having a tournament just doesn't seem appropriate. Youth group leader. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't seem appropriate. We're just not going to have it in that room at all. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, there's some other reasons too, though. Like, for serving food, the other room has like a hard floor, and it's easier to clean up messes than the main room, which has a carpet. But it kind of sucks because the other room had a whole fucking sound system, so now I'm gonna have to basically bring my own sound system in order to compensate for that, because the speakers for the projector are horrible. Like, actually horrible. So, yeah, it's fucking stupid.
What about you, Jesse? Then you still doing Smash tournaments in your area? Or you quit doing that?
I forgot to ask Brandon if we were going to go to one on Thursday.
I thought they were on Tuesdays.
But I want to keep going.
So if they upgraded from Smash, the game you were playing before, to new Smash now?
You've gone to the newer Smash one.
Yeah, you were before you were kicking butt there. You were getting like first place like at least twice or maybe three times.
I get at least top 3 every time I go.
You should go. You should go somewhere like no one knows you. Be like, yeah, I'm not good at Smash at all. I'm not good at Smash game at all. You want to do something? Oh, I won! Wow.
There's a lot that I still don't know yet.
Be a hustler. Like, oh.
I feel like the only reason why I'm doing really good in this Smash game, both online and everything else, is just because everyone else is starting out fresh. Like, literally everyone else in the world is starting out not knowing the game as much, because it's a new game. But with Smash 4, when I jumped in, that wasn't until like a year or so after the game. And all that. And plus, I know Smash way better going into Ultimate than I did before. Like, I just know Smash as a series better. So, going into Ultimate, I'm just super prepared since, well, one, I learned really fast for whatever reason. And, I kind of have a natural cadence for Smash for whatever reason. So, I feel like the only reason why I'm doing good is because everyone else in the world is, starting out as well.
Yeah. Well, now I have to fight the final boss again, and I absolutely hate the final boss fight so goddamn much.
And then finally, the last reason worth mentioning was about pedophiles wanting equal rights in America, in the world. They're like, apparently they wanted to join apparently pedophiles wanted to join the LGTB, and they're like, and they were like, no, go away from us, creepy kid fuckers.
No. Here's the really messed up part. There are actually some social justice warriors that actually they preach like all this stuff, anti-sex and harassment stuff, and the hypocrisy and irony of the situation is that many of them secretly encourage the shit.
Encourage pedophilia?
Yeah, they want to norm. In fact, once they praised a freaking 10-year-old boy that went to a strip club and basically he didn't strip dance, but he pole danced fully clothed and got money thrown at him.
Yeah.
And SJWs praised it.
Yeah.
That shit is messed up. And that's the last time I'm mentioning bag of bullshit today.
Yeah, I agree. Real fast, like they say the same thing. No, even if you disagree with gay people, they're both adults. They're two adults doing adult things, whatever. Adult and kids, no, gross. Ugh.
Jesus Christ, Brandon.
Thankfully, most kids that get that shit preached on them don't fall for it. I'll tell you this much: my school, my freaking school system, my local school system, they don't fall for it.
What, pedophiles?
No, just freaking SJW crap.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I know a lot of teachers that criticize Baby It's Cold Outside's removal. They're like, that's a Christmas classic. Why would you take that off the air?
Did you have a pedophile at your school? Is that really a pedophile? Is that only count for kids?
This is not a comfortable subject for me.
Okay.
All I can say is that there was an incident at my high school right after I graduated where a teacher was basically forcing a special needs kid into a relationship, and it erupted into a scandal that got the principal fired.
Yeah, so...
And I can say that because it hit the news, and it's in the past.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one at work. Oh, back to the trip thing, apparently there was some sex trafficking happening at my McDonald's. There's a bus comes out there every day, and people pair sex trafficking there, using that bus for sex trafficking. Happening like right next to me. I'm like, we got a new bus now. But yeah, that's crazy. Ugh. I think that they said whatever. I hate that. But anyways, that's all our topics for the year, at least in the bridge form. So what are your plans for this year?
Getting a license and hopefully getting my tournament up and running and continuing to run well.
Oh, you fucking skunk faggot! Don't hit me.
I think Brandon, besides throwing this game away when you beat it, what's your plans? If you have
Play
any.
the shit out of CTR HD when it comes out.
And get burnt out, probably.
See, my main plan for this year is I still need to buy Smash Ultimate. Get down and buy it. I'm waiting for I got KH3 pre-order for my birthday, so that I'll play that when that comes out. And other than that, is just basically start recording more Let's Plays and uploading them. I'm gonna focus on more Let's Plays this year. What about you, Snick? Got any plans?
RE2 remake and KH3.
What about you, Jesse? Any plans?
Plans for like games to get?
Anything? Games, life plans.
God damn it! Oh my god, I hate this shit.
Right now, I'm planning to finish my LP trailer, which I have Premiere open up now. Then I'm gonna do the LP, but that's gonna be tough for me because I have to play through the entire game first to make sure it doesn't lag through OBS, and then the way I'm gonna have it set up is gonna be kind of like putting pieces together. So
why does my missiles go through the floor but his could not? What the fuck?
In that case, I'm going to go on hiatus for a while. The podcast's going on hiatus for a month or two as I plan things out. So see you in a while.
Goddamn
shit. Go to their channels to have some fun. The MarioTube, Brasta, Snick, and now Game for Us is gonna be you too, and mine of course for Let's Plays. But in the meantime, if you just do it, just remember, if you just do it, it'll turn out okay. Never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. That's what I'll talk about. We'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Fuck this game.
Shrek. What the hell is that?
His dumb brother watching dumb video.